this is Chad with CPPS.
We'll start out, got the bar here. We'll sit down. We'll drive my feet into the ground. These lines on the barbell are guidelines for your finger placement. I like to put my thumbs right here on the lines, drive my feet into the ground, have a slight arch in my back, but not too much. I want the bar eye level, okay? I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna engage my lats. I'm gonna engage everything before I begin this exercise. I'm gonna come down to the nipple line. Blow out with a good breath. Okay. Now I'm going to have Z demonstrate it for me. He'll drive his feet into the ground. Slight arch in the back. Make sure your core is good and nice and tight, okay? Want your finger placement. Barbell eye level. Okay. Right down to the nipple line. Good. Blow out. Good. Good. Chest is activated. All right. That's good. That's the press. Now we're going to demonstrate the squat. Okay. So I like 3 basic cues: bottom up, hips back, and your knees out. Okay. So I'm going to get underneath the bar. Do not put the bar on your neck. Put it in your traps, okay? I'm gonna engage my core, my athletic base. I've got my legs shoulder width apart, okay? I'm gonna bring off the bar. I'm gonna take maybe a step or 2 back. I'm not gonna look up in there, I'm just gonna look straight, okay? I'm gonna come down, butt back, head up, explode. I'm going to have Z demonstrate. Okay, finger placement, core engaged. I'm going to do a calves through our thighs, our hamstrings, our quads. We're focusing on all that to activate, okay? All right, go ahead. Take it off the rack, take a step back. Give me a good hip hinge. Head up. Body's at a neutral position. Good. Give me a good, slow, negative explode. Good. You can set it down. That's the squat. All right, now we're going to perform the deadlift, okay? Most people, when you see them come in the gym, they've got these big, heavy shoes on, okay? What that does is that takes about 2 to 3 inches away from your deadlift. So Z's about to perform the deadlift without any shoes on, okay? Alright, now what he's going to do, he's going to walk up close to the bar, as close as he can, shoulder width apart, okay? Make sure your shins are as close as they can possibly be, okay? Core is tight, you're going to brace everything for this lift. You're going to go into a hip hinge, spread your feet out a little bit further, make sure your finger placement's aligned, and you're going to slide the bar right off your shins. Good hip hinge. That butt out, core is tight. Slide the bar off your shins. Most big guys that are into deadlifters, if you ever seen their shins, they're all banged up in the back. So it's really important to slide right off the shin. Give me one more. Be good hip hinge. Breathe out all the way up. Perfect. That's our deadlift. Now we're going to demonstrate the hip hinge. Now, the hip hinge is very beneficial to exercises we've already performed today. The squat, the deadlift, you're basically doing the exact same thing. I'm putting these plates between my feet to keep my knees and my legs shoulder width apart, to keep my knees out. Okay, so just like a deadlift, I'm going to have my butt, I'm going to come low to the ground, I'm going to have my butt out, okay? Just like a deadlift. Butt out, knees locked out, bottom up. see I've got plates to keep his feet apart. Okay. Bottom up, knees out. We're coming just like this. Up. Good, good. Give me one more. You're working, this is a lower body drill, okay? So you're not using your upper body. You want to move the weights with your hips. Good. Okay. Move it with your hips, not your upper body. That's the hip hinge. Next, we're going to demonstrate the supine diaphragmatic breathing test, okay? Most people breathe through their chest, which is a very inefficient way to breathe. By doing that, you perform thousands and thousands of reps on your lower back, which causes major back pain. So what we're going to try to do here, Dempsey is going to demonstrate, I'm going to put one hand on his chest, one on his stomach, and I want him to breathe through his diaphragm. Okay? All right, so you're going to breathe, take a deep breath through your stomach, your diaphragm. Good. Come up through your chest. Deep breath. Release. All right, I want your core tight, okay? Breathe it from your diaphragm, not from your chest. One more. Breathe. Deep breath. Good. Out the mouth. Blood. Good. Next, we're going to demonstrate the 10-yard sprint. Okay? While you're doing this, you're going to start out in a push-up position. You're going to explode. You want to have a 45-degree shin angle coming off the ground. While you're running, you want your arms in a chopping motion. What does that make our legs do? It makes our legs go faster. Our body's moving faster in a chopping motion. And then what we're going to do is come into a deceleration pose. Okay? I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to bring Z in to do the next one. Start off in push-up position. When you raise this leg up, that is a 45-degree shin angle, okay? Okay, now Z, you demonstrate. He's going to get in a push-up position. Going to try to get that 45-degree shin angle, okay? He's going to explode off the mat with his arms chopping. Good. Come to your deceleration pose, 2 steps. Okay, now me and Z are going to perform 3 mobility drills. Okay, we're going to start to lat stretch. We're going to do a flow. What is a flow? A flow is where you take 2 or 3 different exercises and you put it into one. So we're going to start out doing the lat stretch. We're going to move into a cobra. Then we're going to come back and do some fire hydrant, okay? So what we want to do, we're going to start out, we're going to have our heels touching our glutes. We're going to reach as far as you can. Try to use your fingertips to get it stretched as far as you can. Stretch the lat, stretch your back. Pull back a little bit, you'll feel your hips stretching, okay? Get a real good stretch. All right? Do that for about 20-30 seconds. Okay, then we're going to come into a cobra. All right? Right then, this is going to, you want to push back, put your head up to the sky. You should feel this in your lower back, all the way down your glutes, through your hamstrings. Just want to roll your head back very slowly. You should feel your lower back extend. Can you feel that? Okay. You would hold that for 20 to 30 seconds. Now we're going to do fire hydrants. This is a great hip mobility drill. I have awful hips. Joe and Jim tell me. So we're going to do the fire hydrants. Basically, you want to put your heels of your feet back on your butt. Okay, like when we're doing the lat stretch. Okay, so you're going to take your heel, your hip, rotate, you're trying to draw a circle around the circle. You do 5 on each side. Okay. Now reverse. Okay. Do the other side. Draw a circle around That's our 3 mobility exercises.